Step 7 is to make the feelers for your jitterbug. So you're going to take the thin piece of enamel coated wire, and you're going to start by just snipping them in approximately half. So I'm just kind of separating halfway, and I'm going to go ahead and snip so that they are in half. And then you can make these feelers whatever shape you would like to. So I'm gonna just curl mine kind of around a pen to see what kind of shape I can get here. Again, it is really up to you how you would like them to be. So I've kind of got one curled, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the other one. Okay, so I've got two, and it does note in the instructions that it's an enamel coated wire, so I'm just gonna use a really small file to sort of scrape the coating off a little bit to expose the wire. So that's gonna adhere to the solder much nicer than the enamel coating, but the red is kind of a pretty look to it. So you can start to see I'm trying to get that silver finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and do both of those sides. The file actually didn't work that well, so I actually just took a little tiny piece of sandpaper and I'm kind of sanding it this way, and I think that's actually coming off a little bit better. All right, so now I'm gonna build up my little pool of solder. The antennas are gonna go, or antennae, I guess, antennae. They're gonna go on this little pad here. Notice this is the narrower side, the side where the motor wires are connected. So I'm gonna build up just a little bit of a pad right here. And I'm gonna just let that go all the way across. It doesn't matter, again, if these touch, because the antenna are going to, they're just mounted on here. So I'm gonna kind of adjust my little piece here. And again, I'm gonna hold with tweezers because the heat can travel up your wire. And I'm gonna add this right on there temporarily. Okay, until it hardens. And again, your placement of this is completely whatever you would like it to be. Let me grab my tweezers. All right, I'm gonna melt that kind of right in there. All right, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more solder just to make sure those are gonna stay well. But you wanna be really careful when you do this because they've kind of got the potential to fall. So I'm actually gonna prop this up just a little here to make sure it's not gonna fall while I add additional solder. And that did not work particularly well. So I'm thinking we probably need to hold with tweezers while we do that. All right, so the end of this step, you wanna make sure that these are holding pretty well. And then you're gonna be on to your step where you test.